This is a great subject and timely for me just because I struggle with the same thing. And I have thought a lot about it. So like I have no idea, but I've thought a lot about it. And so this is another one of those moments where I think I get to declare that I reserve the right to be wrong about everything I'm going to say. And I'm often wrong and never in doubt. And this is one of those subjects that I think like, yeah, it's funny. I got a very similar, I got some of the emails around that too. And one of them I'm thinking of right now is an advisor, a successful advisor who said, and these are the funny emails, Mike. Like I get these are the quiet in the corner of the conference, right? Like in the hallway, like, is anyone around emails? Like, hey, I don't know what to do. My business is super successful. And the very thing that made it successful has resulted in me really not having much of a life, right? Like I've forgotten what I was interested in. This particular email, he had just broken off a long-standing engagement.
Meaning like significant other engagement, not like
yeah, exactly.
Engagement.
And is essentially saying it was a wake-up call, right? Like I don't need to grow anymore, but yet here I am still working. And so the question was like, what do I do? You know, and to me, it's so obvious from the outside. And I can say this with deep empathy because I can't solve it for myself. I can see it in other people, but it's like, get a life. You know what I mean? Find some other things that we're interested in. Realize that myth, we are not, like, it's settled science at this point. The thing we will regret on our deathbeds is the stuff that we didn't do, right? With the people and the interests that we have. We won't regret the time. We know it's cliche at this point. We're not going to regret the fact that we didn't spend more time at the office. We're not going to regret the money we spent. We're not going to regret the things we tried and they didn't work. We're going to regret the things we didn't do, we didn't try. Greetings, Carl here. The clip you just watched is from the podcast that I do with my good friend Michael Kitces, which we creatively call Kitces and Carl. And one of the things we talk a lot about there is the craft of advice. What it means for real financial advisors just like you to practice the craft of advice. And if you liked what you heard there, you would love what I'm doing at the Society of Advice. Because we dive deep into what it takes to practice this craft, right? To learn more about what I'm building at the Society of Advice, just click the link below. See you there.